Welcome to my channel World of Forensics. This is the third part of toxicology, and today we are going to discuss about the factors modifying the action of the poison, the routes of administration of the poison, then classification of poisoning and the types of poisoning cases in our video. In our last video, we have discussed till the types of poisons. Now, there are various factors which modify the action of those poisons, like the rate of dissolution, the surface area of the site of administration, the rate of blood flow in the route, solubility of the poison, concentration of the poison, and the amount of time required to absorb the poison from the site of administration. So as first the poison will dissolve in our body based on its solubility and the concentration. That is, more the amount of poison, the action will be fast. The less amount of poison, the action will be slow. The rate of blood flow, the more the blood flows at this from the site of the administration, the poison will more actively and more um, quickly spread throughout the body of the person, and the action will start fast. The time required to absorb the poison from the site means the amount of time it takes the poison to get absorbed within the blood from the site of administration. The action of the poison will be more at the site of administration. All these are some factors which modify the action of the poison. The route of administration of the poison. It means the path through which a drug, fluid, or poison in any other substance which is harmful for the body enters in the body. It can be oral or intravenous. The routes of administration are basically divided into two, that is, the internal routes or the gastrointestinal tract and the parenteral routes. The gastrointestinal routes includes the administration of the poison through the mouth, and the parenteral routes includes intradermal, intravenous, intraosseous, intraarterial, intramuscular, subcutaneous, and also inhalation. So any other route for entry other than the mouth for the poison comes under the parenteral routes. The routes like the intradermal, intravenous, intraosseous, intraarterial, intramuscular, and subcutaneous all all the entry of poison through these routes are through the injection process, and the inhalation means when we respire any poison and it gets entered in the body, it comes under inhalation. Classification of poison. So, poisoning is classified based on their nature. That is, it is classified into four types. That is fulminating poisoning, chronic poisoning, subacute poisoning, and acute poisoning. Acute poisoning is caused by excessive single dose of any poison. Subacute. Subacute is when there is general exposure refers to continuous or repeated exposure to the poison or a chemical for more than 72 hours, but the time period is less than 1 month. The chronic poisonous. It is caused by smaller dose over a period of time, resulting in a gradual degradation of the health. It includes some metallic poisons like arsenic, antimony, in which the person feels some symptoms but don't get to know that he is poisoned by that thing, but they have their effect for the fulminating poisoning. Fulminating poisoning is produced by enormous dose when death occurs rapidly without producing any symptoms. Um, in all the Other, that is the chronic, subacute, and acute. We get to see some symptoms when the person is uh, exposed to that poison, but in fulminating, the death occurs instantly, and the person don't get to uh, some treatment for recovering from the poison's effect. But in acute, subacute, and chronic, uh, person may be given some treatment and he or she recovered from that. So poisoning cases. The types of the poisoning cases are basically divided into four categories: the homicidal poisoning, suicidal poisoning, accidental poisoning, and miscellaneous. Miscellaneous includes various types of poison. Homicidal poisoning: when a person is given poison by some other person with the intent to kill the person. These are these types of poisonings are known as secret killers. They do not kill the person instantly, but when the person is administered with that poisonous substance for a long time, then the person can die or various side effects of that person. This includes arsenic poisoning, Night digitalis, Abrupts precaritarius, strychnus nausearum. The poisoning by these substances comes under uh, homicidal suicidal poisoning. When a person wants to suicide and deliberately consumes opium, barbiturate, organophosphorus, carbolic acid, these are some substances which person consumes for suicide. So these types of cases are called suicidal poisonings. And these poisons are called suicidal poisons. Accidental poison generally takes place due to storage of poisons and non-poisonous substances at the same place. Some poisons which can cause accidental poisoning are aspirin, organophosphorus, copper sulfate, argot, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, etc. There, the accidental poisoning is divided into food poisoning. Uh, The foodborne illnesses are the commonest worldwide. Biological food poisons are by microbes, parasites, fungi, plants, and animals. Chemical contaminants include heavy metal or food additives, pesticides. Food additives are antioxidants, flavoring agents, coloring agents, sweetening agents, thickening agents, and preservatives. So there are various plants and chemical products which are uh, given in the food to keep it for a long time, to make it or like the food additives. This may contain some chemicals which can lead to death or severe symptoms within the person, leading to the poisonous effect. So this type of poisoning which occurs through food are referred as food poisoning. Latrogenic poisoning is caused by doctors due to injection of wrong solution or due to injection of appropriate solution in inappropriate way. This occurs when a doctor injects a patient a or uh, wrong solution in a different method from which it is to be administered, like through injection. It may be intradermal and was injected in some other way like this, uh, or the way of administration was wrong like this, and through any can say damaged needle or anything like this, and then due to that needle or the process or the solution which was wrong, the person get poisoned. This type of poisoning cases are referred as latrogenic poisoning. Example: hasty injection solution of magnesium salts. Uh, when these are not injected in the required quantity or in the required way, this can cause lead to the death of the person by poisoning, and are referred as latrogenic poison. Then comes synergistic poisoning. It occurs when collective effect of two chemicals is greater than the sum of the effects of each agent alone. Like when two chemical substances enters the body and they cause a larger effect within the body, like when carbon tetrachloride and ethanol goes into inside one's body, they cause a larger effect and the person can die. This type of poisoning is called synergistic poisoning. Agrochemical poisoning, we know that in the fields, agricultural fields, various pesticides are organo chlorides and various other things are used to kill the pests and weeds uh, and protect the plants. And due to excessive use of these pesticides, the plants, the pest and every weeds die. But also the chemical enters the plant's body, and later on, when we consume that plant or product from the plant, this organophosphates, termites, and other chemical substances that were used enters our body and causes poisoning within the human body. Not only human, it can cause poisoning in other living beings also. This type of poisoning are referred as agrochemical poisoning. Drug poisoning. This type of poisoning occurs when the intake of chemical entity or mixture of entities other than those are required by the body. The there are various drugs which are consumed by people for relief and enjoyment. These are not required by our body. This can also be like consumption of medicine in overdose. Okay, all these results in the drug poisoning cases. Now comes the fourth category, that is the miscellaneous poison. Judicial poisoning. This is administration of lethal injection to convict, which in in time leads to death. To get hold of the information from a suspect, uh, in many cases, there are very processes like brain lie detection and brain mapping uh, uh, test, where we inject chemical solution within the body of that person to get answers from that person, which include sodium pentothal, pancuronic bromide, potassium chloride. When these are administered in large level than the that which our body can tolerate, can lead to death. Ab- Abortifacient poisoning. It remains to termination of pregnancy. While terminating pregnancy using various drugs, it can lead to poisoning and later on death. Example includes ecbolis, savin, borax, argot, quinine. All these refers to are in the category of abortifacient poisoning. Suffocation poisoning. It is the administration of poison within any victim. These poisons are deleterious poisons like diphtheria. Cattle poisoning. Here, cattle might get poisoning by leaking lead paint, nitrate accumulation. Um, the cattle that moves around can lick any place which is recently colored, and that color may contain lead or any other chemical substances or metallic poisons, uh, which in time leads to the death of that cattle. So it is referred as cattle poisoning. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for updates and more videos on forensic science.